Your most inspiring success stories come one step after your darkest hour. Hey, welcome back. Jeff Heggie, Daily Success Strategies. Thanks for being with me today. All our major successes come through many little failures along the way. And we get to a point that is critical. Are we going to continue chasing our dream, or are we going to give up on it? The success comes when we decide to keep going. That's what I want to talk about today. But first, there's something I haven't talked about for a while that I just want to address for some of our new listeners that may not have heard me talk about this before. As you can hear right now, or if you're watching this on video, I'm in my backyard. This is something I've done from the very beginning. When I first started this over 500 episodes ago, as much as possible, I record these episodes in my backyard. Last week, or a few days ago, I recorded an episode out in front of my sister-in-law's place on a busy road. So what does that mean? You're going to hear things. You can hear these birds in the background right now. You're going to hear dogs barking. You're going to hear planes overhead. You're going to hear a lot of noises that aren't ideal for a podcast. I know that was a choice that I made when I began this. This is something I wanted to do. I wanted to be able to do it outside. I wanted to do it as much as possible here in my backyard. So you're not going to have the best sound quality. There's going to be times that you're going to hear the planes. You're going to hear the dogs. You're going to hear the birds, whatever it is. That's a choice I've made. So if you're looking for the absolute best high quality sound on a podcast, this is the wrong place. So just wanted to share that. I had some comments about the cars passing by when I was recording in Utah. So if you're new here, that's why it happens. It's just a choice I've made. Doesn't change the message I'm sharing, just changes the quality of the sound, I guess. So to get past that, I want to talk about the decisions we have to make when we're on our path to success. Because as we're going through, think of anything you're doing in life, whether it's family, sports, business, anything you're doing. Think of your biggest successes. There's been a lot of failures along the way. You know, for myself, in sports, all my highest of highs, all my championships, all the good things that happened, there was many big and little failures along the way. Raising the world's best kids, I had a lot of failures along the way. I had a lot of things along the way that I failed, they failed, whatever it was, but they were all learning experiences. Business, same thing. I've had many failures in businesses that have taught me things that without those failures, I would have never found the successes. Were there times I wanted to give up? Yes, absolutely. In all of those, there's definitely times I wanted to give up as a parent. I wanted to throw in the towel and just say, hey, I'm done with this. I am not a parent. I can't do this. I don't know how to do this. But you fight through it and you succeed with it. So I want to talk about that because when things get rough and you don't know if you're going to make it, that's when you get to a point that is a decision time. That's a decision time where you need to step back, take a look at it, and really assess your goals. Why are you pursuing those goals to begin with? Why did you want to do whatever it is, whether it's parenting, sports, business, whatever you're trying to achieve? What is it that you were doing that made you set that goal? Why were you chasing that dream? And then you've got to decide, is that goal or is that dream still worth pursuing? Because you know what, sometimes things do change. Sometimes your circumstances are changed, that the goal you were after, it's moved. You've moved on. You've got to do different things. You need to take another look at it and change that goal. And then decide which goals are really worth it, that you're willing to sacrifice everything for. Is the effort still worth it? You know, I've been through some rough times. Things aren't going how I want them to. I've had some failures. Is it still worth chasing that dream? Is it still worth chasing that goal? And with all our goals, when we get to this point, when we get to this decision time, it's really a critical turning point. You're either going to decide that you're going to do whatever it takes. You're going to fight harder than ever before, or you're going to adjust your plan and walk away from that goal and start chasing a new dream. So as you're doing that, as you're making that decision, I want you to look back and reflect on it, the good and the bad. What has got you to that point? What have you learned through the process? You know, Todd Stottlemyre, I was reading some work of his, and he said, if your dreams and goals are still burning inside of you, don't let them go, no matter how impossible it may seem at the moment. So when you're at that point, when you feel like you failed, when you're deciding, am I going to still keep going? Am I still going to try to climb this mountain and achieve that goal? Is it still burning inside you? Is it still something that you really desire? I encourage you, if you've gone through the process to set your goals in a way that it's really something that is a burning desire in you, make the decision to continue fighting. Make the decision that you're going to do whatever it takes. You're going to overcome your limiting beliefs. You don't care what other people are thinking or saying about you. If you know that you've put the plan in action and that you've been able to figure out what you need to do to accomplish that goal, or maybe you don't know what it is, go out there and figure it out. As I said in the introduction, the most inspiring success stories come one step after your darkest hour. How many success stories have you heard that right before they had a major breakthrough, they were at rock bottom? There's a lot of times we put a lot of time and effort and energy into something that we know if we do it, we're going to reach the pinnacle. We're going to achieve our big goal. We're going to achieve our big dream. And then we get there and we didn't do it. Are you going to quit? Or are you going to say, you know what? That's still where I'm heading. That's still the goal I'm going to achieve. That's still what I want inside. And that's why we go through the process of the 7 levels deep and understanding what your why is. So that when you have those little failures, when you have those big failures, when you don't achieve what you tried to do, you know why you're doing it. And that why is what keeps things burning inside you. And when that decision time comes, it's the decision to say, yeah, I can do this. I'm going to keep going. There are going to be circumstances that you need to step back and say, you know what? Things have changed. I'm walking away from that. I've got a new target. I've got a new goal. And I'm going to give it everything I have. But if you've put so much time, effort, and energy into doing something and you miss the mark, you have a failure. And that goal is still something that you really want. That goal is still something that's going to make your life better, make someone else's life better, make a difference in the world. Don't give up because it's hard. You can do hard things. That's part of the success story. Overcoming those obstacles, doing the things that you need to do what other people aren't willing to do. You know, there's so many times I see someone set a big goal and then when it gets hard, they give up on it. Well, if it wasn't hard, everyone else would be doing it too. Be willing to do the hard things. Be willing to step out of your comfort zone. Be willing to fail. Be willing to learn from your failures. Still looking for people to join me in my next group coaching program. It's filling up, but I want some more people in there. Check it out at jeffheggie.com/group coaching if you want to find out more about that. It's going to be an amazing group. We're getting some really cool people in it with different backgrounds that are really going to help benefit one another as we go through this process. But if you really want to take things to another level, if you really want to push yourself to your peak, come and join us. It's a really good program, jeffheggie.com/group coaching. Thanks for being with me. I'll be back tomorrow. Hey, athletes and parents of athletes. So much time, money, and effort is put into the physical aspect of your sport to become the best you can be. But the mental game, it's often neglected, and it's just as important as the physical game. In fact, it's usually the differentiator between the good and the great athletes. Come and join me in the Confident Athlete program where you'll learn to control your confidence, develop a powerful mindset, and unlock your full potential. Go to jeffheggie.com/confidentathlete to find out more. I look forward to seeing you there. Hey, some of you may know this, but In addition to my coaching, I've recently joined Geneva Financial Home Loans, a mortgage lender headquartered in Chandler, Arizona, as a mortgage loan originator. I've always had a passion for serving others, and now I'm proud to also be a part of Home Loans Powered by Humans. If you're in the state of Arizona and looking to take the next step in your journey, contact me at 801-830-3858 to start the conversation. NMLS number 42056, BK number 0910215, Equal Opportunity Lender.